Hey, my name is Jeremy Cash. I'm a senior here at Duke University. I'm on a football team. I'm a transfer student from Ohio State, so I've seen the best of both worlds at the big school and the smaller private university. And now I'm here working women's basketball camp.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it. So kids getting recruited 8 years old, 9 years old. Some of them just getting thrown into the process, just getting a whole bunch of letters sent, whatever. And having gone through the process, what type of things do you think, or maybe you wish you known, hindsight's 2020, about the whole process that maybe you could, tell some students and their parents, for that matter, about the process?
I think it's really important to get that balance as far as education and athletics. There's a long life after collegiate athletics that a lot of people don't seem to realize. Everyone thinks that they're going to go play professional ball in whatever facet of sport that there may be. But as much as I do wish them the best, that's not always the case, and a lot of times that doesn't happen at all. So in order for you to best prepare yourself for life after collegiate athletics, I think the education aspect of your college choice is quite important.
Okay. Did you, like I said, I know a lot of kids, I have interviewed, I guess, before some former collegiate athletes. And the question I always ask is, do you think it was harder to get a job than to get into the school, you got into? I would say maybe 8 times out of 10, people say, yeah, it's definitely harder to get a job. From different reasons, networking, just not knowing, what you want to do. Like you said, there's a long life after the ball stops rolling or what have you. Kind of what are your takes on that? I know you're not, quite ready for the job scene yet. Close, but not quite. But I guess what are your takes on that?
I think it's important to prepare almost as soon as you get here. I started a little behind the 8 ball, I feel. And now I'm getting my resume. I have my resume together, and actually I'm going to Chicago to do a little networking outside of the scene in Durham. Being a football player here, or anywhere rather, your life and time is so much consumed by your sport that you don't actually get a time to go interview or do networking or internships here and there. But during your summer, you have a little bit more leeway and free time that you can go out and do these different things. So I think that's quite important for your life after collegiate athletics.
Okay. I remember one of the things growing up, I guess, me being in school was, I never got a chance to go to some of those job fairs until my last year, going to a job fair. And luckily enough, I was able to get a job from that job fair. But, again, it takes, I was a little nervous trying to go up to employers, shaking hands, this is what I do, that type of thing. So, you said basically being prepared, and you're going on internships and everything else. How important do you think it is, though, to maybe go to some of those job fairs or start looking at internships, even, while you're playing your sport? Because you said not everybody, like you said, everybody doesn't go to, play professional. Is that something that they can really start thinking about before they even get to college? Or should they start thinking about it before they get to college? Kind of what are your takes on that?
I personally think you actually should start thinking about it before you get to college. I think you should go in with whatever college choice you choose with a plan of action to decide more or less route you want to go as far as a profession. Just jot down some of your interests. Read things when you see something you like or more interested in. Just take notes on it. Email that person. See how they got to where they're at in their life journey. That's what I was encouraged to do. And though I did start late, it has really helped me progress this process along. And I feel that once I do graduate, if I choose not to go the professional route, that I'll be quite fine.
Okay. Any tidbits for parents? Again, I know a lot of people have, it's their kid. They got a lot of expectations, for the kid. Any tidbits for parents, again, going through the whole process?
As far as parents go, I feel that your kid might not necessarily always know what's best for them. And you might want to, at times, live vicariously through them. So I think you should find a balance between their needs and your wants. You're not always going to be in the classroom with them, so you don't know the struggles that they may go through if it's necessarily a harder university. But if they're looking for bit of fun in the athletic scene as well as the education, I think you should just encourage them to do what's best for them.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.